Yeah, just a lot of things went wrong there, right? Phantom the right target. The Kindred ult was very devastating for us. There was a lot of good freezing from him. He last second swapped sides, took half his army, but they got the right half over there, so Swain wasn't in position to drain the Rangers. This was a kind of nasty final matchup for us. Can't believe people had Swain 2s when we're knocking them out. We didn't ever see another one. It's the second game in a row where it's just like Swain doesn't show up. We hit 8 at a fairly reasonable level and then just never see more Swains. Yeah, and maybe the brand should have been an ASOL. Would have been synergetic with the four magic immune units then. I think stacking dragons is really powerful this patch. What's my next goal with TFT? I don't know that I have a next goal. Just chilling on a Sunday, playing some TFT, chatting with you guys, having some conversations. Gonna check out Slay the Spire tomorrow. New character drops for that. I almost started a Battle Brothers campaign today, but didn't. Almost started a Civ 5 game today, but didn't. We'll see. See what's going on. Gonna play some Crowfall tonight, although off stream. Keep playing that a little bit. Yeah, am I gonna hit Grandmaster on 2 accounts? Yeah, that's the goal. Kind of playing around with that right now anyways. Yeah, I almost played a Civ 5 single player game. I don't have it installed, and I have no intention of chasing down mods or playing multiplayer, but I almost played a single player game, and then I'm like, man, I don't want a war in single player Civ 5 vanilla. It's just so dull. So, considered it for a minute. My wife was like, you should do it. And I'm like, I should do it. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just like, do I want to go tradition into rationalism versus the AI and spam a million, have to kill a million units as they war me for no reason because the world's worst diplomacy? And I'm like, when I put it that way, and I just imagine we were just sit there rolling until we found a salt start. And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I know Arvis is playing yesterday. I think I tuned in briefly. He was bullying some guy. And the guy was getting very angry with Arvis. And I'm just like, wow, must be new to this. What do we want? What do we want? We want the shell. No, it's only chain vests. No. New character for Slay the Spire? Is it mod based? No, they're releasing a new Slay the Spire character tomorrow, I believe. Maybe we meet Arvis. Arvis and I have played a million Civ 5 games together, dude. But you're about 3 years too late. What does it say about the new character? I don't know. I think Dolphin and Jorbs told me. Chain Vest is not a good starting item, Sylve. The problem is where sword builds a number of... You need a bunch of swords for a number of different carry comps. Chain Vest is basically only good in either gunslingers or if you get swords. So the choke point is still swords with Chain Vest, so you want to go Chain Vest ahead of that. Wild. A Garen. Probably sell Lysandra for these two as well. I heard of For the King. Doesn't ring a bell. Would you go Chain Vest or Bow or Spatula? My rough order right now is Spatula, Sword, Bow for priority. Chain Vest is my second to last item. Probably my first to last item, actually. Maybe I should hold the Lysandra. This is one of the worst starts we can get with the single item. And it being that. But this is nice. Drop the Camille. Garen's a nice opener piece. And we do have Nobles off the Vayne. If I swap Camille for Vayne, kind of want the Varus too. But I don't want I want items here, not gold games. So don't give me bloody gold. Heard Swordbreaker's getting a buff. Yeah. I don't think that will change Gunslingers one way or the other. But I heard it's getting a buff. It needs to get a buff. No one ever builds it because it's useless. See, this is the downside of starting with the Chain Vest. We now have another Chain Vest. And another Chain Vest gets us exactly nowhere. So now we can build an item that's not even worth building. This is the problem with it. One of the problems with this game, right? Is the item balance is bad. Alright. We've got a Garen. And he's not afraid. Alright, question is, do we run nobles? Or do we run wild with this?
Precision and grace.
With honor.
Let's run it this way. Oh, I'm keeping them both. If we win, we get to keep the Cassidon as well, although I don't know what the hell. I mean, this is still not a Cassidon item. I don't know what to do with this stuff here. If this were a double chain belt, I would, or a vest rather. Belt? It's chain vest and belt. If this was double belt, I would Warmogs our dude right off the bat, but here, I don't know. Need to spread out for that ult. Good. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10, how happy was I to finish the tourney above DC? 11. You lose rounds intentionally for a chance to get a sword for the first carousel. That should be a strategy, Sylvae, and it kind of is a strategy. That tanking your position in the rounds to get ahead that way is supposed to be a thing. But in reality, the problem is you get punished by carousel RNG, which needs to not be there, but unfortunately is there. How did the tournament go? I finished one place ahead of Dolphin. Didn't you hear the conversation? It was great. Noble Shen. I mean, it went about as expected, honestly. Like, we're good at this game. You know, we're top 0.5% of the population or something for ranking, but we aren't as good as the very best players in this game. So tournament went about as expected. Varus, Ari, Mordekaiser, Tristana, Braum. 0.5 NA. I'm rounding. It's lower than that. We're higher than the 0.5 NA. So I'll just broaden that to include other ladders as well. My point was actually along the lines of we're good but not that good. So if you really want to make a fine distinction and draw in NA, well, that's on you. I got baited by Rangers. Well, you have to commit a little bit earlier when the lobbies are playing so aggressive. So your goal is, again, even in tournament play. Oh, Shen dies without ulting. Feels bad. Got wrecked by this guy. Would have been nice to kill a single unit. Or even 2 units. Alright, where are we going with this, chat? We've got garbage items to start with. Opening is decent in terms of units, but Nobles doesn't scale for shit. We've got Inklings towards Blade Masters, but no Blade Master items. We need swords. There's only 1 sword on the carousel, so it's pretty unlikely we get it. Other than that, chain vests are nearly useless. I can try to make the chain vest into something. Wow, they don't want swords? Well, thank you very much. There's no way we should have got swords. Second pick just shouldn't ever happen. Well, now we have the GA. And if items were balanced, that wouldn't be such a big deal, but they're not balanced, and GA is insanely good, so pretty nice. We're back, indeed. Fuck you, Fasaban! Alright. Where do we want to go? There's an early Ash. Do we get jebaited into Rangers? We would have Varus and Ash. Don't have Ranger items, particularly. But what are we building? Got these wild pieces just sitting around doing nothing for us. Can't even win this. Gotta be careful. If I sell, this piece drops off. We win this. Is that noble? Are we noble?
Swiftly now.
Yeah. We have a vein somewhere too, right? Yeah, we sure do. One to econ. I think I want to sell that. I don't know why Garen didn't move at all, but I'm pretty pleased. Rangers with no bows, I know, right? It's scary. That guy built a very interesting item too. Go. That guy's so angry. They're so angry at each other. Oh, man. I think that guy was yelling at me. Not entirely certain why. It's not like I do anything at this stage. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm in control of something. 27. Can econ if we get rid of the pieces here. Is there a world in which we build Warwick now? Probably not, right? But there is a world in which I need this. Are we going Rangers? This looks Rangery. I could just, like, not make a decision, too. It only looks Ranger because we picked up 2 Rangers. It's not like our items support it. What it looks like is Noble Dream right now. Yeah, I agree, Galvia. We got a red buff.
No one
Sweet.
escapes my aim.
Guess we get a Gangplank now. I mean, I have the Blade Master ankle, right? Like, there it is too. More Blade Master. So if we don't really believe in the Noble and the Ranger Dream, which we don't, and we're trying to do something that leaves us open to Nobles, and we're trying to do something that takes advantage of our pieces, maybe we do something like this for now. We buy to 6 too, which a lot of people just did, and get in another Ranger and a another demon like that. Keep Noble. Okay, that piece looks like we're probably not playing it now. What is this? 3, 6, 9, 12. So if we win, we can econ. Are we gonna win this? That Vayne looks pretty scary. It's a good ult. Have we resed yet? Haven't resed yet. Actually, we probably do win this then. Very close. Fuck. Could have sold the Vayne, I guess. Okay, there's the piece I wanted, though. Can red buff him now. Red buff him or Lucian? We have Gunslinger 2. It applies to his ults, but it applies to Lucian's auto attacks. It's defensive stats on a frontliner. I think that's what's going to decide it for me. Alright, we have 6 for econ there. We just play this guy? No. Someone else going Rangers. He's a Blade Master. He will proc multiple attacks. Alright. So we're walking away from Rangers, which I think is good with our items. We're trying to leave ourselves open to Nobles. I don't know if we're going to get to Nobles. So we no longer have Ranger synergy, so we don't need the Varus. If we're just trying to keep Demon, then we can run the the Bran, which is fine. The other thing I could do is just not run the Bran, try to win and put the Vayne in, but I'd rather not. I like the Demon 2 here, and we're missing some damage, so this seems okay. Should spread these out just a little bit more, I guess. Okay. Nice to assign my shell. Hey, look who got rewarded for playing around Hex Tech. Now my Garen gets to resurrect. That looks like a pretty nasty Ahri though. Boo. Ooh, are they close enough to bounce? Very close fight. Okay. So in a game like this, because we want to leave nobles open, we're really looking to level as much as we can, which means what we should do is start hoarding gold and try to get to 7 and 8 to increase chances of KO as much as possible. And it'd be really nice to have less shitty items too. Like Hush on Gangplank is okay here if I pick up a tier. If we're forced to do that, but maybe just another Gangplank is okay as well. I'm gonna take this. Gangplank was a little tempting, but I can't deal with another belt right now. Like, what the hell are we gonna do with another belt on Gangplank? So this way at least I get to assign my items. Try to preserve some life total. I could wait till after Wolves too, but Hush is a decent item on Gangplank. More Varus, a Poppy, and a Pike. Can't get Pirate. Otherwise, the Pike would be a little bit interesting. I could run, instead of Lucian, I could run Vayne Varus if I'm willing to give up either Blade Master or Bran. Bran's a temporary piece in this comp. Interesting decision. Could Hush Bran too. Might just be good enough right now. Go to the Gangplank after we get rid of Bran. Aatrox or the piece here. So I'm banking on nobles. Banking on nobles is always dangerous. Okay. Aatrox, Sej, Ash. Part of me really wants to keep the Varuses. I could see Varus 2 being something in the meantime. It gets us our demon synergy. Oh, I didn't notice who we were playing against. This guy's number 2 on the EU ladder or something, or number 10. He moves around a bit, but he's a very, very, very good player. So it's a high ELO lobby. I didn't notice. Oh no! Alright, I don't believe. Okay. Need to make money. Hit Kale. Misfortune. Could get pirates if I was willing to put in a... If I were willing to put in a MF. Am I willing to put in MF? And Graves. Pretty sure this is a trap. Pretty sure it's worse than Brand. Pretty sure I'm not keeping it. Need to make sure I sell, make my money. Okay, Shellbow, not ideal here. All right, so we want to be level 7. Who do we want in on level 7? Probably just Vayne. And I would like to hit both a pirate here and that. Alright, that's probably enough for the minute. Do I hold this Shen? So one of the ways you can transition this if you don't hit nobles is you transition to blade masters. But I don't think I want Shen here. We're pretty invested in the noble stuff. All right. How do I make this better? Get a Gangplank ult off. Nice. Doesn't look like it's good enough to win, but it was close. What the fuck is going on right now? I think my wife locked herself out. Yep. Right back. Would you like Eve, chat? We can have Eve. Is it better than Bran? Don't know. Unsure. Bran does a lot of damage. So does Eve, though. Keeps my demon synergy, which is what I wanted to. And level 2 is a lot more survival than level 1. Hush Solution's okay. I really like Gangplank ult going off a little bit faster. We do need to hit level 2 Gangplank pretty badly. There's a guy at 100% in this lobby still. Holy crap. How do I make this team better? I hit a Gangplank. How do I make this team really better? I hit Kale. Attack speed on Eve. Could Shrink Ray Lucian. It's not a very exciting item. I think I'd rather wait. 68 though. It's scary. RFC Ginsu Kassadin. Oh no, his mana's gone. Doesn't heal here, right? Oh yeah, he does. Right, Kassadin shield. Okay. Think it should have been Hush Solution, maybe. Alright, floating items are what? Shrink Ray. So bow and a shell. Could build another Hush. Build a demon. Honestly, these items are super bad for us otherwise. Alright, let's build another Shrink Ray. Or another Hush, rather. Okay, we're on 7 right now, right? Okay, we need to get to 8. Do I need to do it now? Hurts my econ so much to do it right now. But I have to hit Kales. Don't entirely know. This is the number 1 in the lobby. He did finally lose a game. Would have liked to buy this Shen, but I'm not going to. Yeah, but every time I don't level, I lose a... So every time I'm at level 8 and I go into the next phase, I get a free roll, right? So every time I do it, it's worth 2. It's worth 5 right now to wait, but the downside is I'm not getting stronger. Whereas if I had an 8 unit on the board, maybe I would. Thank you, Anti-Condor, for the resub. 6 months. Welcome back. But I think you're right. I think keeping 5 econ at 64 health, keeping 5 econ twice going into Raptors seems fine. We're missing Leona and Kale. And a Gangplank. Level 3 Rek'Sai. Kassadin Assassin. Looks like we lose this fight. Bummer. Ouch. Okay. Sulan, welcome back. Or welcome to the channel, rather. Not welcome back. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate the support. Alright, these don't do anything. There's no real point in pre-buying or not pre-buying there. Holding the piece makes it less likely for it to show back up for others. The only reason why I'm holding it at all. Brand seems better than Vayne. Good deal. Probably is slightly better.
Still
But
enjoying the TFT content. Thanks for the streams.
thanks, Momo. Thank you for the resub, by the way. 41 months is a long ass time to be subbed to my channel. I don't think I'm invested in Brand though as a long-term solution to this comp. Not with the items I have. I think I'm kind of all in on Kale here. Make a Blade Master is a really good one for us though. Wow. Okay, so now we go to Blade 6. This is Blade 5. One more is Blade 6, like that. Don't really need Vayne in the back here. So we need some more gunslingers. Do I want the Elementalists? Could be a holdover piece temporarily. I wish you'd hush people from time to time so we could win this fight. No? Okay. Well, thanks for that. I don't think so. I think I just want to hit fucking Kale. So, Kale and Leona.
I was forged by winter. The fun begins.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
That's Gunslinger 4. We want it.
All part of the plan. I just made up.
Where does this go? Probably GA. Did I miss a GA? I'm probably or GP rather. Gangplank. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh man, we're not getting stronger though. It's bad. Why not Draven instead of Fiora? Because Draven doesn't do anything on his own. Level 1 Draven doesn't do shit. Fiora lets me build towards the Noble Dream, which is where I'm still hoping to get.
Rally to me.
Dead men tell my tale.
Truth, guide my sword.
We're one off. Who comes out? Blade 4 with Yasuo. Do I keep these? That comes out. Singer 2. I don't think I do. I think these all get dumped, right? Okay. Yes, I should change the positions of everybody here, but that was the last second. Make sure we get the nobles in. All right, do we have floating items? Don't recall. Pretty certain I want a Draven with an IE. Can't remember if we have floating items. We have a fucking chain vest. Would I have changed my mind had I remembered the chain vest? No. No sword. And only spatulas. This is fine. Okay. Alright, how do we feel about this? Fiora up front. That's fine. Vayne over there. Leona should be up front as well. Like that. Looks good. Okay, get rid of that. I think this goes here, not Kale. Although there's attack speed on it, I should be rolling. Okay. Okay. We get stronger by going up in numbers. We have decent econ. And by getting Lucian 3, and by hitting Kale 2, and by hitting Leona 2. Did we not beat this? It's unfortunate. Oh, we do beat it. Okay, good.
Nothing serious.
27. We definitely econ once more. We're going to buy to 8. I don't know what we put in. What's the most powerful piece we could put in? Another Guardian. And then roll down. This guy has Karthus 2. Is he level 9? No, he's not. My god, like so many players, Swain 2, Karthus 2 nonsense. I wonder if I should put another bait piece in there for Eve. Maybe. Yeah. Or in which we toss Lucent items to Kale. I don't know, Blademaster, I mean, yeah, maybe. Kale ult is so good, but being able to actually hush off of Lucian for multiple targets is pretty good too. Okay. Pantheon best unit. Probably about equal to Braum. But yeah. So he does have an Eve, so we are going to want to double up our nonsense over there. 2 in lobby time to roll down. We're fighting a dragon. We can roll down after. It's like, I have a PD. Right. So unfortunately, his PD means this item is bad for us. It's hilarious. I hate that. I hate that interaction. I guess I can put it on Yasuo, and Yasuo can just fight other things. Why is the item bad? Because PD gives you immune to crits, and this makes you do 100% of your attacks become crits, which means you can never hit them.
No cure for fools. This story is not yet finished.
It's a big upgrade. It's a good positioning. It's good positioning for Sedge for us because it disrupts his entire team. Us getting frozen for all of eternity is pretty rough though. Close fight. We're not gonna get there. Unless, you know, we get there. What the fuck just happened there? Go. There's no way I'm going for more Lucians, right?
I was forged by winter.
Okay, I have to hit that. So these are getting sold. Actually, probably this is better. Didn't get our time to reposition. Probably should have. Alright, kill 2 is kind of a big one. Not sure my positioning matters here. This maybe should be swapped. Okay. Oh, we actually moved it over. Maybe not swapping them. Killing his back rank with Yasuo seems incredible to me. Alright, not bad, not bad. Noble gamer.